My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Atomicrops. Meanwhile, back on the farm. It's all going pretty hunky-dory here. Alright, so I've explored to the south, I can explore to the north. Yeah, I don't want to babysit there all day. Now, I do have to deal with some of my least favorite enemies in this area. Not only because I have to murder dogs. Sure, wolves, Akami, but look. They're dogs, right? Dogs are just wolves. But also, because there's a snowman down here that is really mad at me and is very good at making me mad. By down here, I mean up here. You can understand why I have difficulty with that. I'm Australian. There you are. Ah! I sworn I would have gotten that hit earlier. Earthquake is the only one that makes sense because we're not going to have space to fill. Right? Because they're going to be full of trees already. And since the trees don't disappear, it'll remain that way. Alright, we go back to the farm as soon as we finish this. Specifically as soon as we finish the golden. I don't care about that. That's a camp that I can definitely ignore, right? The other weed whacker, because why would I do that? Oh. Never mind, I can't ignore it, because now I have an extra tractor slot. The game heard me say that. The game clearly heard me. Ah! Okay, again, that was a bullet that was circulating in a way that I didn't particularly expect. Those owl enemies are also quite frustrating in this area, actually. Down here, and then what? It's... hang on. Ah! Get away! I'm trying to figure out how to change my tractors. Yep, I got the peaches. We're good. We're good on this one now. Get the tree, put it down. Whoo! That's a giant tree if I've ever seen one. Sure, I've taken a lot of hits in order to get it, but we got it. I can hardly be too sad about that. Right, I have some rice, don't I? Yeah, I have exactly one. Put that down there. Excellent. I can make a 4x4. Just need some fertilizer. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, the level on which I need to improve is I need to be able to find the time to create the 4x4s. Just need to find that time. So how do I... oh, they've been constantly switching. I'm just bad and dumb and I wasn't looking. That makes sense. That sounds more like me. Alright. Don't need extra seeds on any of those. Might go for a rusty SMG and an upgrade here. Hey, what have you got? Planting a seed destroys nearby enemy bullets, or a thorn. I'll take a thorn. Watering crops zaps nearby enemies for 50% of their current HP. Alright, we'll try and get married to you tomorrow. Trusty SMG with an upgrade on piercing. You know what? That's enough for me. Not even gonna hit the second one there. Right, hopefully I get my watering back soon. Okay. That's not a 4x4 over here. No. I don't think there are any other previously set up 4x4s. Tractor's ready. Ooh, get him. Way too many seeds as well. Perfect. Let's get all the way back to planting the roses just so that I can get married next season. Or at the start of the next season, rather. Okay. There's another peach. I do need to find the space in order to put those down. But unfortunately, I have to put them down already with a mind to where I'm putting all of the rest down as well. So it'll have to be here. Gonna have to demonstrate more foresight than I typically do here. Got it. Just throwing away a bunch of fertilizer, just trying to get higher value on the initial crops. For all of these seeds. I don't know, Whacker Tractor is actually turning out quite well for us. I'm significantly more pleased with it than I expected to be. Anything I can make into a 4x4 in particular. So those are grapes. Ah! Dang it. I'm looking all over the screen at all times, not always looking at the center of the screen. So yeah, occasionally I'll take very obvious hits like that while I'm trying to focus on something else. Same reason that I could not tell anything about the Corpsicopia, or damage method in particular. Okay, we have another peach. This is not a drill. We have exactly one more peach. Unfortunately, I can't plant it for a while now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for a grape to finish, and in fact, the grape just did. Lovely. Just pull that up and put down the next peach tree. I was specifically focusing on the ranger in the distance there and trying to count the time until it took its shot. Because I know it would have such a high shot speed that I wouldn't be able to just like automatically react to it. Okay. Tractor ready again? Sure. Go for it. I mean, I also immediately get the flow state whenever I use my tractor, which is actually quite effective for us. At the very least has been so far. Yep. All right. That's really unfortunate, but I think it's correct to prioritize farming heavily. Because this is far better than we've done in any of the other seasons. Sure, we've explored fewer areas, but we're doing already far better. Can't really argue with results. Alright, Rue. Anything to get out of this place? Wow, that is not a nice thing to say on our wedding day. Frankly, a bit rude. That's the SMG, and I will take 2 upgrades on this one. Yep, just because we're going for the boss today as well. So we need to start again, planting in 4x4s. Great. That one there, and then peas next to him. That'll work as well. Lovely. Let's put down the watering one here so that I don't have to spend as much time. Also, is that going to give me back rose seeds? Because those were mostly roses, weren't they? Yeah, they were, but it didn't give me back rose seeds. If it did give me back rose seeds, that would be ridiculously OP, so it's fair that it does not. And in fact, preferable. Okay, found another space for a 4x4. Let's put some grapes there, I think. Another space for a 4x4 down here as well. I don't have grapes. Don't have enough grapes to do it. Ow. All right, we have one more peach. We have one more peach tree until our next world tree is up. We will need to find the space to put it down. But just one more. Yeah, I'm gonna need to start exploring again. Just to have access to the... gonna need to start exploring again, just to have access to the amount of pickaxes that I'm gonna need here. Alright, so we should probably go finish exploring to the north, I'm thinking. My crops will defend themselves, it's fine. Oh, never mind. We actually don't get time to do this. I forgot. It's boss time rather than anything else here. Ah, we got caught. Stop driving all over my stuff. I mean... unless your goal in particular, as it seems to be, is die instantly. Because if it is, oh, feel free, continue. Please, be my guest. Oh, it wasn't. Whew. Happy to get a heal ultimately out of this day. Okay, I need 2 more pickaxes. Or to get lucky and have the pigs specifically go for those areas. Those 2 mega crops, lovely. God, those fruits are not initially intended, but those fruits are fruiting ridiculously quickly. And also, specifically like the razor. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We found the peach. Found the final peach. We are now officially completely set for a second world tree. Save those pesky. Actually, never mind. One of them was opened. We only need one more. I'm apparently incapable of finishing any sentences that I attempt to start here, so I'm gonna lean into it. We just need, and then we'll, because One more crowbar. Maybe we even buy the crowbar in town. I hadn't considered it prior. But maybe that's viable. Alright, man. How'd that do? Yep. We've fed everyone to significant surplus. Got a horse, hell yes. 2 pieces of HP, another rose. All's well. Butcher bayonet. All guns fire a butcher knife. Happy to have that. Foraging berries reduces tractor cooldown. Foraging berries. That's specifically from exploring. When we want our tractors, we're not exploring. Right? And we don't flip back and forth between exploring and not exploring as quickly as we otherwise might like. So I don't think double cream is actually going to be effective for us. I could take Thorn. Yeah, I'll just get a second one. A gamble, getting a cornucopia as well. Nice. I'm going to get another one. Have something to actually invest my money into. Then I can Jackrabbit upgrade. Not bad. Ooh, especially if we get the plus clip size on it. We're doing quite well, in fact. All I gotta do is find one crowbar. There's gotta be one up here. At the very least. In fact, there's one in the next camp. Bubble Shield, Rusty Springs. Alright. I'd also really like a turret microchip at this point, but I just got immediately what I asked for, so I can hardly be in a position of complaining. Huh, yikes. Yep, that's, hugely hated that experience. Very glad I didn't take damage at the absolute least, though. I'm gonna Earthquake. I have enough fertilizer myself already. And we'll peace out. Quickly get all of this as well. Lovely. No, I didn't want to plant that. That's fine. That's fine, it'll still work out. Come on. And that's the second world tree if I've ever seen one. Excellent. So now all I'm going to have to do is just furiously plant all of the rest of these. Because they're working around the trees at this point, I really don't think I have to consider anything except for just popping them down. I'm not going to go for 2x2s anymore. We're past that point. And we've already heavily limited our space that we could use for that kind of thing. Again. Oh, that's a harvest and a half right there. Just gonna buy everything with roses past this point. I don't know how we ended up with like 22 roses on day 2. I just didn't even see it. Glad we did. Alright, and everything immediately starts getting planted again. Stay away! Stay away, damn it! This should help us clear out a little bit of the area, and it does. Thankfully, but not, I think, enough to feel safe, at least. The snipers away in particular. God, it is way, way too much to try and focus on these things at the moment. Huh. Cool it, game. You're being very, very, very mad. Just let me stay while this is doing, please. Honestly, why do I care about any other crops? I shouldn't. I shouldn't care about any other crop. It's just trees, roses, turrets. It's all I have to care about at this point in time. Whew. Okay. So it's trees, turrets, and roses. Oh, get another one of those. Lovely. Watering crops creates a bubble shield to block projectiles. Sure, I'll take that. Can only have one spouse, apparently. Still sad about that. I mean, the rest of the roses would just be for purchasing things after the season. So I'm gonna jackrabbit upgrade. Buy out the bridge materials. Get the extra pickaxes. And go back into the day. So yeah, I no longer care about anything that isn't a tree. And also in particular, I'm going to move my turrets to make sure that they have the best growth aura, I think. That said, I have already talked about I don't know how the growth order is calculated, so what I'm saying is B followed by S. But I'm gonna try and give it some consideration and hope that this is a good way to plant them. Sweet. This is important because this is part of the format of starting to build best practices. And then I can start relying on those in the future. That's when we can start having real good runs. When I don't have to constantly second guess myself. Oh, thank you for the gift. Got a hell of a lot of fertilizer now. I mean, surely these trees, like, kill the Corpsicopia almost instantly. Because farming is what deals damage to them, and these are just constantly popping out great stuff. Okay, probably the least area that I would have to least area that I would have to expand is probably to build it here. Right, and then because I'm already invested in that, I'll start getting the rest of them down. Alright. So the boss is tomorrow, I don't have to worry. And until I get my watering tractor back, I don't even need to be here. My turrets should really have that. If they don't and I come back and both of those world trees are dead, I'm gonna be sad, but they really ought to have that. And I want to explore some new areas. Ooh. Good lord. Is that a skinless dog? I don't like this area at all. Absolutely terrifying. The first turret back, but it's the Weed Whacker, pressure water canister, and patch fertilizer. We don't need the fertilizer. Whew, okay. I'm amazed we've only just taken our first hit, frankly. There's way too much going on. All right, we need to bail. We need to bail from this area before I just eat it so hard I die. Ooh. Who's firing all these bombs? Who's doing it? Also, the owls that are firing multiple things that are circling around at all times, not helping. Fine. Thankfully, I have all of these excess roses, so I can just buy my HP back, and I don't really have anything else to spend the roses on right now, so I'm not so sad about having to do that. But still, grumble. Grumble, grumble. Okay. We'll take all of the upgrades for the boss fight. Oh, you can only take 1 heart per day. Okay. Did not know that. That's pretty impactful. And we lost a world tree. Apparently, 5 turrets is not enough. Imagine my surprise. Oh well, it's still the best season that we've had. By far. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna start planting some mega crops. I don't even know if this works. This is a 4x4 of crops. Can I turn this into anything? Because I'm guessing no. Yeah, they would have already become something if they were. Ah, well. Oh, well. Now we know that we can't really afford to leave things alone for any period of time. Even if we exclusively invest into... I mean... Seems a bit weird, is all I'm saying. That said, to be completely able to trivialize the defend your crops phase probably isn't the desired design goal. I really wish I had something to help me plant these. Accidentally made the wrong crop. Dang. Dang it all to heck. Right. Let's just plant these roses for today as well. Especially for the ones that are going to spread onto topsoil. Excellent. Excellent. Right. Now that I've got both of my tractors ready, we definitely want another peach down. The game just straight up spawned me into enemies there. That one didn't feel so fair. Can't say that felt fair. Oh. Fine. Fine. I'll just entirely focus on the boss then. Until it's entirely removed and I can finally rest again. Come on, get the tree down. Whew. Very important we get that tree down so we can water it. Try and find extra oh, what is... The bunnies that are spawned by this boss are ridiculously quick. At least they have reliable paths, and I know what's spawning them now. Fine. Now I understand it better. Get away from my world tree! It's mine. That's for me. Got him. Alright, I'm going to specifically make sure that I stand here so I can pick up the heart as soon as possible. Take ourselves out of this giant threat period we find ourselves in. Alright, we're back to all of the unprofitable crops. At the very least, we're going to be able to see the season's end bonus, and I'm probably going to be pretty jazzed about that. I also wish I had a faster way of removing these weeds, because we just can't really afford to be standing there constantly. Alright, Mare. How long this scene's gonna go for? A fair while. A fair while. Fill up the entire dang screen. We get patch fertilizer. No, don't really care about that. A drone. A bunch of cornucopia. Fertilizer fuel converter. Collecting fertilizer reduces tractor cooldown. Another drone and rake. Take all of them. Gamble for cornucopia. Gamble for rose that time, unfortunately. Prefer the assault rifle, so I'll take that and the upgrade. And in the next episode, we'll go into the nuclear winter. Actually, wait, no, nuclear winter is just a single day, isn't it? Nuclear winter is just a single day. Okay, never mind, we're going in. Yeah, it's a single day where I have to do all of the farming. All of the farming while everything's on screen at the same time as well. Ooh. I need to get rid of all of these weeds so I can anemicry. Wait, I have a weed whacker. Weed whacker, whack those weeds. Anemicry is enough for us. And then we'll put down the other one to start watering the crops better. Excuse me, how do I put out the fires? Am I not allowed to? It's gonna take me so long to put out the fires and I'm gonna lose things. Not really getting much time to collect anything here, and also they're taking ages to build. Would have hoped they'd be a smidge faster. Suppose that's likely to do with the fact that it's real difficult to water them after they were on fire, and I had to use that time watering them, probably not even to grow them at that rate. Let's weed whack this whole area just to get myself a bunch more resources. Resources that I guess ideally I will never use, but at least we'll have them. Yep, we lost a tree definitely there. But I think we'll have this boss fight. Only I had someone to help me with the planting. This would be such a good game in co-op. Right? Did I lose? Or did I win? Oh, I won. Whew! Okay. I was kind of terrified that that was just going to be an attack that dealt enough damage in order to kill me on that turn. Okay, so now I know it takes about 2 episodes to win the game at 30 to 40 minute lengths. Excellent. So we'll be doing that as the practice from now on out. World Tree is a really, really, really good strategy. And also we need about 400 in spring, rather, in order to have the perfect opening season. But past that point, we don't really have difficulty. Excellent. Also, we now have a ridiculous amount of grey cats running around. Let's upgrade and get... Oh, dang. Didn't get a black cat that time. So, hang on. I'm going to see at the very least if I can unlock tier 3 and then re-roll one of them. And that's probably going to be the end of my time with the game for the moment, after we complete those. Just due to the fact that the game is currently a little light on content, so it'll be one of those kind of seasonal games that I'm going to bring back as there are updates. That's not saying that it's currently ending, though. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game is even Atomicrops. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.